ever thought about what could be hiding in the shadows when you're out in the woods or checking your backyard cameras late at night? Believe it or not, some people have caught videos of creatures so strange that they make no sense at all.
What is that? What the f was that?
Get ready, because what you're about to see will make you question everything. Number 1. The Heart-Shaped Mystery. Alright, picture this. It's pitch black, and you're in the middle of a thick forest. You can barely see a thing, and the silence around you is seriously creepy. Then, out of nowhere, the camera spots something weird behind a tree. But it's not just some regular forest animal. Nope, it's got a humanoid shape. The person with the camera slowly moves closer, heart racing, trying to get a better view. And what do they find? A creature with a heart-shaped head and these huge, unsettling eyes staring right back at them. It's standing on its hind legs, like it's ready to either run or maybe jump at them. Seriously, what kind of creature has a heart-shaped head and stands up like a human? Number 2, the Hollow Stair. Let's move on to another creepy clip that will make you rethink your next forest walk. The video starts pretty innocently, with a guy just casually inspecting the roots and bark of some trees. Nothing too strange, right? But after wandering through this dense forest, he decides to record some shrubs near a particular tree. And that's when things get seriously weird. As he points the camera towards a tree hollow, something inside catches his eye. He zooms in, and there it is, a humanoid creature. But not like anything you've ever seen before. This creature's got a triangular head, small golden eyes that gleam in the dim light, and a tiny nose. Its skin is pitch black, almost like it's camouflaged with the shadows. And here's the freakiest part. It looks like a mix between a monkey and a human. This creature is staring right back at the guy like it's been waiting for him all along. Number 3, the Backyard Stalker.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard.
Imagine this. You're at home alone, late at night, when your security camera sends a strange alert. You check it, thinking it might just be a raccoon, or maybe a stray cat. But what you see sends chills down your spine. A guy called 911
911, what's your emergency?
because of what he saw on his camera.
They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot, I don't know.
What showed up looked like something from a nightmare. It had the shape of a human, but it was far from it. Long, thin arms and legs, and get this, its hands and feet were webbed. The head was oval-shaped, but what stood out was the tail. This thing was walking on 2 legs, moving around the backyard like it was searching for something. The big question is, what was it looking for? And what could have happened if it found it? Number 4, the Siberian tree stalker. Welcome to the deep woods of Siberia, where the trees are tall, the nights are long, and strange things hide in the shadows. Imagine this. A cameraman is out there, maybe looking for wildlife or just exploring the frozen forest. Then, something unusual catches his attention. A dark figure clinging to a tree branch. As he moves closer, the creature starts to shift, creeping slowly toward him. Its face is long, its eyes glowing, and it has small, cat-like ears. Feeling uneasy, the cameraman quickly steps back and heads to the other side. But what was that thing? Something evolution left behind? Or maybe something completely unknown? Number 5, the Snowy Sleeper. Let's take a walk through a snowy forest, where something truly strange and unsettling is discovered. A hunter is moving through the snow, filming his surroundings when something unusual catches his eye behind a tree. As he gets closer, he sees it's a small creature, definitely not human. Its features are strange, almost otherworldly, and it's completely still. It could be dead, or maybe it's just in a deep sleep because it doesn't move at all, even when the hunter is right next to it. What exactly is this creature? Could it be something ancient that's been hiding away? Or maybe it's not asleep at all, just waiting for the right moment to wake up. The longer one thinks about it, the creepier it gets. And the snowy forest around it only adds to the feeling that this place is keeping some very old secrets. Number 6. The bush-dwelling stranger. Picture this. A young boy is walking across a field, just going about his day, when suddenly there's a rustle in the bushes nearby. Naturally, it catches his attention, and he stops to see what's going on. As he gets closer, something unexpected happens. A small creature pops out of the bushes and stands up on its hind legs, staring right at him. For a brief moment, it's like a standoff. Who's going to move first? Feeling a bit uneasy, the boy decides it's better to be safe than sorry, so he takes off running. The creature, just as quickly, disappears back into the bushes as if it was never there. What was it? A strange creature from another world, or just some curious animal? Number 7. The goat from the shadows. What would you do if you saw something creeping in your field that shouldn't be there? This man was just examining his field when he noticed something moving in the bushes. Naturally, he went to investigate, and what he found was enough to make anyone's heart skip a beat. A black, goat-like creature with horns peeks out from the bushes. The man is startled. After all, he doesn't own any goats. But this wasn't just any ordinary goat. The creature seemed to be watching him, taking a peek several times before retreating into the bushes. It's as if the creature was studying him, deciding whether to reveal itself fully or stay hidden. Could this be some sort of cryptid, or just an animal we've yet to classify? Number 8. The Irish Grim Reaper. In the eerie woods of Ireland, a man set out to spot a deer, but stumbled upon something much more sinister. As he walked through the trees, he saw a tall, black figure hiding behind a tree. At first, it seemed like just a trick of the light, until the figure became clearer. It looked like a Grim Reaper, tall and slender, dressed in a black cloak. When the man got closer, the figure quickly hid behind the tree, almost like it was playing a creepy game of hide and seek. Was this a supernatural being, or just a spooky play of shadows? Number 9. The Snowy Skinwalker. Imagine this. A hunter is out in the snowy woods, just doing what hunters do, checking out trees and grass and taking in the beauty of the winter landscape. But today, the scene isn't as peaceful as usual. While recording, something strange comes into view. Off in the distance, behind a big tree, there's a creature. It's not just any creature. This one's tall, with glowing eyes, standing out even in the bright white snow. Some people might call it a skinwalker, but this thing, it's just standing there, staring. Is it a skinwalker, or maybe some kind of animal that's never been seen before? The way its pitch-black shape stands out against the snow is terrifying. Whatever it is, it's definitely not something anyone would want to run into alone in the middle of the forest. Number 10. The Thermal Enigma. Next, imagine going for an evening stroll in a national forest, armed with a thermal camera, hoping to catch a glimpse of some nocturnal animals. That's exactly what this guy was doing when he noticed something strange. The camera picks up the silhouette of what looks like a person hiding behind a small tree. But here's the kicker. He's completely alone in the forest. Now, could this be a deer? Maybe. A monster? Possibly. Or perhaps we're looking at another skinwalker lurking in the shadows. The silhouette's unclear, leaving us with more questions than answers. Is it just another trick of the light, or something far more sinister? One thing's for sure, thermal cameras don't lie. Number 11, the shower ghost. All right, time to switch things up with a clip that'll make you think twice before stepping into the shower. A man is casually recording his wife as she's taking a shower. Harmless fun, right? She's annoyed, tells him off, and steps out. But just as the man turns the camera back towards the shower, something horrifying happens. A ghostly figure appears on the shower curtain. It's there, clear as day. The man, maybe out of sheer disbelief, pulls the curtain back, but surprise, the mysterious figure is gone. Now, what kind of ghost decides to make an appearance in a bathroom of all places? A trapped spirit? An entity feeding off the energy of the living? Whatever the case, this clip is a bone-chilling reminder that sometimes even the most mundane places can hide the most terrifying secrets. Number 12. The long-nosed lurker. Let's get back to the forest with another hunter who had a close encounter with the creepy kind. While walking around, he spots something bizarre hiding in the bark of a tree. At first glance, it might seem like just another strange creature, but as he gets closer, the features start to reveal themselves. This creature has a long nose and glowing eyes, with a face that oddly resembles a fox. It's like something straight out of a horror movie, the kind of thing that shouldn't exist, but somehow does. Is it an evolved species, or perhaps a cryptid that we've only ever heard about in whispers? The mix of fox and other strange features makes this encounter unforgettable. Number 13. The tree-hanging cryptid. Here's a clip that'll make your skin crawl. A cameraman is out in the forest, recording, when he suddenly catches something hard to explain. There's a creature hiding behind a tree. Whether it's a cryptid or a ghost, no one knows for sure. The cameraman is scared, but he keeps filming, capturing the creature's face as it peeks out from behind the tree. It's not just hiding, it seems to be staring right at the camera, like it's watching, waiting, maybe even sizing him up. You can hear the fear in his voice as he tries to make sense of what he's seeing. Could it be a ghost still lingering in our world, or a cryptid that science hasn't discovered yet? Either way, this encounter will make you think twice before going into the woods. Number 14. The Elusive Shadow.
What is that? It's gone.
In a dense forest, where even the bravest feel a chill, a cameraman was recording what seemed like just another day in the wilderness. The footage starts with half of a creature's body moving slowly behind a tree. At first, it looks like nothing on Earth, strange and unsettling. But as more of the creature comes into view, it becomes clear that it's just a deer. The shape and movement finally make sense. As the deer disappears into the thick forest, the cameraman is left reflecting on what was seen. While it initially seemed mysterious, it turned out to be an ordinary animal after all. Still, the forest has a way of making even the usual seem a bit eerie, and this clip will leave you wondering what else might be hiding in the shadows. Number 15. The Hobbits Hideout. Imagine pointing a camera at a tree, expecting to capture some ordinary wildlife, when suddenly something small and humanoid catches your eye. In this clip, a man was filming a tree when a tiny creature popped out from a hollow, only to quickly hide again when it saw him. The creature is unlike anything seen before, almost like a tiny person, but not quite. Could it be a ghoul, or maybe a hobbit, like the ones from fantasy books? The thought of such creatures living among us, hidden in plain sight, is both exciting and eerie. What if these beings have been living beside us all along, tucked away in hidden corners of the world? This clip leaves more questions than answers, making us wonder what other creatures might be out there, living just out of sight. Number 16. The White-Faced Watcher. As evening settled in, bringing with it an eerie calm, a camera caught something that would send chills down anyone's spine. This time, the lens focused on a tree, where a long, pale face slowly peeked out from behind a branch. The creature's face was eerily human, yet something was off. The skin was hard, almost like a mask, and white as bone. What could this be? A skinwalker, perhaps? Or a ghost trapped between worlds? The sight of its face, so familiar yet so alien, is unsettling. Could it be a forest animal with a rare condition, or something from a realm we don't understand? The longer you look at it, the less certain you become. This clip shows that the forest is full of mysteries, where the line between what's known and unknown can get blurry, and sometimes what's seen doesn't fit into our usual understanding of the world. Number 17. The Fiery Witch. Just when you thought you'd seen it all, here's something straight out of a nightmare. In this unsettling footage captured by a security camera, a figure stands in the middle of the road. At first glance, it looks like someone casually smoking a cigarette, but as the flames around them grow stronger, it becomes clear that this is no ordinary person. The fire surrounds the figure, yet they don't seem to feel any heat. Then, in a bizarre twist, the figure scoops up a handful of ashes and tosses them into the air. In a matter of moments, the figure vanishes into thin air as if they were never there. What kind of being could this be? A demon? A witch? Or something even stranger? The flames, the ashes, and the eerie disappearance suggest something far beyond normal understanding. This haunting scene lingers long after the video ends, leaving one to question what mysterious forces might be hidden just beneath the surface of reality. Number 18. The Alien Encounter. Deep in the rugged terrain of Telemark, Norway, a hiker had an encounter that's sure to make anyone question what's out there. It was around noon, broad daylight, when the hiker spotted something unusual in the distance. The camera zooms in, capturing a tall, slender figure that looks remarkably like the classic image of an alien. The creature moves cautiously, peeking out from behind a tree before walking along the path, seemingly aware of the hiker's presence. The alien figure's outline is unmistakable: long limbs, a narrow body, and an otherworldly presence. Could this be a real-life encounter with an extraterrestrial being, or is it just an elaborate hoax? Either way, the footage is compelling, adding yet another layer to the ongoing mystery of what or who might be sharing this planet with us. As we explore more remote parts of the world, who knows what other beings we might stumble upon. Number 19. Gollum in Russian Woods. Let's take a trip to the dense, shadowy forests of Russia, where nature itself seems to whisper secrets to those brave enough to wander through. In this clip, a man was out there with nothing but his camera, hoping to capture the serene beauty of the forest. But what he found was far from serene. As he ventured deeper into the woods, he suddenly came face to face with something straight out of a nightmare. A golem-like creature, a humanoid cryptid, lurking in the shadows. The creature, with its eerie, twisted features, was accidentally caught on camera, but the encounter was enough to send the man running for his life. Just imagine the sheer terror of realizing that you're not alone, that something is watching you from the dark, something that isn't supposed to exist. Was it truly a golem? Or perhaps another creature from the cryptid folklore of the region? Number 20. Ghost in the Jungle. Late at night, deep in a thick jungle, two explorers were on a mission, recording everything as they went. The dense trees, the heavy darkness. It was the kind of place that could make anyone's mind play tricks. But for these two, the danger was very real. As they climbed a steep path, one of them suddenly disappeared from the camera's view. The person holding the camera was now alone and shaken, searching for their friend. Then something caught their eye. A ghostly woman standing quietly behind a tree. Her long, straight hair hung down over her white clothes, and the soft sound of her crying filled the air. The operator's heart pounded as they looked for a way out, with the eerie cries echoing through the jungle. Was this a lost soul, trapped in the jungle forever? Or was it something even more terrifying? The fear in the operator's voice, the creepy setting, and the sudden disappearance all serve as a haunting reminder that some places are best left alone. Number 21. Footprints of the Unknown. Now let's head to Czechoslovakia, where a peaceful hike in 2015 took a terrifying turn. A tourist had been walking for hours when strange noises started echoing from deep in the woods. Curious, he followed the sounds, only to discover something disturbing. A set of massive footprints. These tracks were far too big to belong to any known animal, leaving him with chills down his spine. Could these be the footprints of a mythical creature that has been part of local folklore for centuries? As the noises grew louder, his instincts took over, and he quickly decided to retreat. But the question remains, what kind of creature could leave such giant tracks? And why was it making those unsettling sounds? Sometimes it's better to leave these mysteries unsolved. Number 22. Fairies of the Park. Let's step away from the terrifying and explore something enchanting. In our next clip, two women claim to have seen something magical. Real-life fairies. The video shows a park, and as the camera moves toward a cluster of plants, something amazing happens. Small, glowing creatures with delicate wings appear, fluttering around. They shine brightly, casting a soft glow on everything nearby. Could these be the fairies from folklore, the ones said to live underground? Or maybe they're just bioluminescent insects or a new species we haven't discovered yet. Whatever they are, the footage is captivating. For a brief moment, it feels like we've stepped into a fairy tale. Whether magical or just nature at its finest, this sight is mesmerizing and leaves us wondering if there's more truth to those old stories than we thought. Number 23. The Backyard Chupacabra.
New at 10, a strange sighting is baffling Hill Country Village residents tonight. This creature was caught on camera at a North Side neighborhood.
Now let's head to the backyard of an unsuspecting property owner, where something strange was caught on camera. The footage shows a mysterious creature, one that sparked lots of buzz online. Locals believe it to be a chupacabra, a creature of legend said to prey on livestock, draining them of blood. The property owner, both curious and a bit scared, shared the clip on social media, asking, "What is this?" People jumped in with their thoughts. Many are convinced it's the real chupacabra, while others suggest it's just a weird animal, or maybe a well-done prank. But the footage tells its own story. A creature unlike anything else, creeping through the night, wrapped in mystery. Whether it's a myth come to life or an unknown species. Number 24. The Shadow Stalker of Thailand. In the peaceful mountains of Thailand, a group of friends went on a cycling trip, hoping to capture the beauty of nature on camera. But their relaxing journey took a sudden, dark turn. While hiking up a trail, they spotted something or someone hiding behind a tree. The camera caught a quick glimpse of a strange figure, tall and thin, with a camouflaged body that blended into the surroundings. The creature had large, webbed hands and a creepy, alien-like look. Driven by both curiosity and fear, the friends tried to get a closer look, but no matter how hard they searched, the creature was gone without a trace. Number 25. The Moose Stalker. In the remote Canadian wilderness, a woman was quietly filming a moose from the safety of her car. Everything seemed normal until she noticed something unusual moving near the moose. As she zoomed in, the camera captured a 6-foot-tall, eerie figure stalking the animal. The creature moved with a strange, almost human-like gait, but it was clear this was no ordinary human. It crouched down low, as if trying to hide from the camera while cautiously approaching the moose. The figure's movements were calculated and deliberate, suggesting it was either hunting or observing its prey. The video leaves little doubt that something mysterious and potentially dangerous was lurking in the wilderness, raising questions about what other unknown creatures might be out there, hidden just beyond our sight. Number 26. The Creepy Crypted. Forests are often the settings for eerie tales and unexplained phenomena, and this next clip is no exception. While exploring a forest and filming the beautiful surroundings, a tourist accidentally recorded something that would haunt his dreams for a long time to come. As he focused his camera on a tree, a creature suddenly came into view. A humanoid cryptid with bat-like features. But this was no ordinary bat. Its dark skin and unsettling eye placement suggested something far more sinister, something that doesn't quite fit into any known category of creatures. Could this be an entirely new species, one that has somehow managed to avoid detection until now? Or is it a glimpse into a world that we're not supposed to see? The footage is enough to send shivers down your spine, reminding us that the forest, with all its beauty, is also home to things that defy explanation, things that might be better left undisturbed. Number 27. The Dagistan Dwarf. In the mysterious forests of Dagestan, a strange creature was spotted, sitting quietly on the branch of a tree. The footage, while not the clearest, shows the outline of something small, hunched over with its tiny hands by its sides. The creature's size is striking. It appears to be no more than a few inches tall, leading some to speculate that this could be a dwarf, a mythical being from folklore, known for its small stature and elusive nature. The creature's back is to the camera, so much of its appearance remains hidden, shrouded in mystery. But just seeing this tiny creature can make you wonder, could there be little people living among us, hiding in the corners of the world, only showing themselves when they want to? It's a mix of excitement and fear, making this clip a fascinating peek into the unknown. Number 28. The Bedroom Fairy. Our last clip takes us into a child's bedroom, where something truly magical is caught on camera. The video shows what looks like a real-life fairy picking up a key from a small fairy door in the room. The tiny creature, with delicate wings and a glowing body, looks like it stepped right out of a fairy tale. After grabbing the key, the fairy flies off, but returns a moment later, knocking over a soft toy on the bed as it flutters around. Folklore describes fairies as mythical beings with magical powers, often living underground or near humans. They're usually shown as small, with green clothes and hair. Whether this footage is real or just a clever trick, it brings that legend to life in a way that's both enchanting and eerie. Could it be that fairies exist, hiding in the corners of our world and revealing themselves to those who believe? Number 29. The Fallen Angel's Sighting. Here's a chilling clip from 2006. A group of men wandering through a dark forest late at night came across something hard to believe, a creature they called the fallen angel. In many religions, fallen angels are those who have been cast out of heaven for their sins. As the men moved deeper into the woods, they saw a strange figure squatting among the leaves and shadows. The tension was high as they approached. Then time seemed to stop. The creature turned its head and revealed glowing eyes that cut through the darkness. What were they seeing? Could it be a fallen angel or something even more sinister? The fear and awe in their voices make this moment feel both sacred and terrifying. Number 30. The Headless Humanoids of Fresno. Now let's head to Fresno, California in November 2008, where a regular resident caught something unusual on his security camera. Late at night, the video shows two tall humanoid figures walking across the lawn. What's weird? These figures, wearing white pants, have no heads or arms, and their long legs move smoothly over the ground. The grainy video adds to the mystery, leaving everyone with more questions than answers. What could these headless beings be? Are they just a glitch in the camera, or is there something stranger at play? This creepy footage has sparked many theories and debates. The strange appearance of these figures and the unclear details suggest many possibilities. Could they be from another dimension, or just a product of our imaginations? No matter what the truth is, this clip is a spooky reminder of the mysteries that might be just out of sight. And there you have it, some of the most mind-blowing and bizarre creatures ever caught on camera.